Hey everyone, it's me, David. I've been away at college, which eats up quite a bit of your time, so I haven't been making a whole lot of woodworking videos. But now I'm back in the shop, winter break is starting, and I'd like to show you what I'm doing. So, I really got into 3D printing at college, and I've made quite a few of these 3D printed elephants, and I think they're going to make fantastic gifts. The legs fold down, they're really cute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some wooden gift boxes so I can give them, you know, as suitable presents for Christmas. So let's get going. Before we get started on this project, I want to show you something else that I've had the chance to sort of play around with, and that is laser printing. The university that I go to has a laser printer, and I've been doing some fun stuff. This is a family tree, just another present idea that I think my grandparents are really going to love it. Here I'm taking some measurements of the elephants, and I'll use these to make a SketchUp model just so I can visualize the boxes. So for this project, I'm going to be using some of these maple offcuts. I think this is the perfect project to use some scrap and just use it so it's not sitting around the shop floor. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mill all of this stock to its proper width and thickness. It's all going to be 1/4 of an inch thick just to facilitate the building process. Those edges are obviously rough, so now I need to clean them up. Luckily, we have a time saver sander, which really does save time. I like the way that this grain runs continuously through these two boards, so I'm going to joint these. This is very exciting. I just got a new hand plane for my birthday, so I have no experience with hand planes, so we'll see how this goes, but well, not perfect, but I think I need more practice. So eventually I decided that I had mangled these boards beyond repair, so I just went over to the table saw and made a nice clean joint. Alright, so it's now time for the glue up. I'm going to use tape on 3. That's what we have. That's what I'm going to use. I don't think I'm actually going to clamp this. It's not super important. I learned this trick when I was doing some segmented turning, that if you rub them together they actually suck up against each other and it leaves a pretty nice glue joint. So I think I'll just let that sit for a little bit. I'll come back, scrape off the glue, and that'll be my bottom. So I've tilted the saw blade to 45 degrees, and now I'm going to make the miter cuts for my sides. And what I'm planning on doing is using the tape trick so I can just fold all of them up into a box. So now that I've made that first bevel cut, I'm going to use this stop to set up a repeatable cut. Well, I'll have to use a little bit of scrap in there, but then I'll be able to set up a repeatable cut so I can make all of my sides the same length. so now that these have had a chance to dry up a little bit, I'm going to pop them out of the clamps and we'll continue on. So now I'm just cleaning out these inside corners. It's a little glue squeeze out. Alright, so I'm going to clean up the boxes here on the belt sander, just get the top and bottom nice and flat. So I'm going to glue the bottoms into the boxes. Alright, so I just cleaned up the bottom of these boxes on the belt sander, and I'm going to use this additional piece of stock to trace out how large I want my lid, and then I'm going to mill that up to its final dimensions.
Bounce from town to town, picking up crumbs of affection, wearing life like a crown. Let you spit in a new direction and follow the diamonds and swindle the nights away. What is the future? What is the future? Found your lipstick in my console.
Alright, I'm going to glue in these thin strips that I milled just a moment ago. And these are going to be the dividers so that these elephants aren't just rattling around in the box.
It's more than a fantasy. What you need to be. It's asking the question.
So this is the tray where we just keep miscellaneous hardware. Let's see if we can find anything that'll act as a hinge. Nope. Yeah, these will work perfectly.
Follow the diamonds and the scent of your yogurt chip trail. I pray that I find you. You can see me through your dream.
Alright, so before I do my final steps with attaching the hinges and adding a finish, I'm going to do some sanding. I'm going to go from 80 up through 220 to make sure that I don't breathe in the dangerous dust. I'm young, I want to live long. I have this face shield. I'm also going to turn on that fan, help suck the dust away. Alright, let's get going.
What you need to be is asking the question. Ask the question. Ask the question.
Alright, so these boxes are now sanded, and I'm going to apply some finish. Welcome to the other side of the shop. The last step before I apply a finish to these is to sign the bottoms. And I really like to use a wood burning pen as opposed to a marker. I just feel like it's a lot more permanent. So I'm going to do that. Danish oil. I really like it. It's an oil varnish blend. It seeps into the wood, doesn't really create a film. I have trouble with films in this shop because there are a lot of particulates. It's a very dusty shop, so this is what I'm going to use. I've got a paper towel to apply it with, a brush to get in the corners, and it's going to make it look very nice. So I had to grind down these screws because they'd protrude into the inside of my box, and I don't want that. So now I just have to trim on these last one. Alright guys, well there they are. We got 2 completed gift boxes. There's one with the elephants in it. There's the other one. These will be going to my 2 cousins for Christmas. Hope you enjoyed yourself watching this video. I had a lot of fun, and I'll see you next time.